Okie dokie. So, since we're not speedrunning Dark Souls 1, gender doesn't matter. We're going to be doing Mercenary to start out with. You can also do Assassin. That's my preference because of the Spook spell. But we won't really be using the Spook spell until later, so we can just pick it up on our way to Abyss Watchers. For the sake of when we pass by the tree balls, I forget its actual name. We'll be using the young white branch so we can safely pick up a couple items. You can use the black firebomb. I'd recommend using the black firebomb if that's what you want. There's a couple of ways to navigate different areas depending on how much you want to peach. Since we're not going to be parrying Gundyr with this class, we're just going to run up and pick up this flask. This allows us to upgrade our Estus flask later on. You can just swivel out of the way. You don't actually have to dodge it. Sometimes it'll hit you in the back there. Just listen for it. I have my sound all the way down. I should probably change that. You don't need this bonfire. I just like it. Because why not? There it is. Music. Voice. Alright. Run and jump so that we could pick up a Titanite shard. We're going to be picking up one other Titanite shard. But for the most part, we'll be picking up our Titanite shards in the swamp. You don't have to kill any of these things. You can if you want to. Sometimes this crossbow person can shoot you while you're starting the fight with Gundyr. So if you want to not get hit, I guess, you can kill it. Otherwise, you could just run past everything. For the most part, you could just run past everything. For this fight, we're just going to use all of our stamina with L1, or the left bumper. For the most part, you could just walk around. When he staggers, he takes extra damage. If you want to watch videos on how to intentionally stagger him, I'm sure you can find like how many hits does it take with this starting class. But for the most part, you just lock on, strafe around for phase 1. For phase 2, don't lock on. I locked on just because I'm familiar with the fight, but it's easier if you don't lock on for phase 2. It's just a bunch of L1 or left bumper spam, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. You can kill the Master Swordsman for a couple thousand souls extra. Oh, didn't quite do the skip. So what we're going to do is we're going to buy one dagger, and we're going to buy the Sorcerer's Staff for later. We're not going to do anything else except for run up here. We're going to do tree skip. We're going to pick up a Estus shard. Then we're going to pick up the Silver Serpent Ring. We're going to level up. We're going to allocate our Estus flasks. We're going to give ourselves an extra Estus flask thanks to the shard. Right here. You can either roll into it or you can attack it. Doesn't matter either way. And once we allocate our Estus shard and level up, we're just going to be on our way to Fort. We're not going to pick up too many things at Fort, so don't worry too much about that. Some people like to run around and pick up the embers. on the map. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You can if you want a couple extra levels to begin with, but it's really not necessary. If you need me to show you how to do the tree skip, let me know. It's not that big of a deal. Right now, dexterity won't really scale very well with our weapon, so what we're going to do is we're going to just pump into vigor. We're going to get vigor up to, I don't know, 18. 18 to 24 is pretty comfy. But you also want to get stamina up. Ultimately, you want to get about 30 to 40 dexterity, 20 to 30 endurance, or whatever the stamina is, and then probably no more than 24 vitality, or vigor in this case. So vigor no more than 24, endurance however much you want, up to 40. It caps at 40. And then dexterity between 30 and 40. After 40, the scaling drops considerably, so I wouldn't consider putting more into that. So it looks like the game is pretty quiet. This is very important. Most of our damage for Vort is going to be with gold pine resin. Once again, you just strafe everything here. Or attempt to strafe everything here. We're going to stand over here for a hot second, wait for him to come through the door. We're going to roll his attack. We're going to go upstairs. See if we can grab the bonfire. If not, that means there's an enemy nearby. We're going to walk up here. Usually there's an enemy there. If not, then you can just sit down. You can also quit out and come back in. That'll reset their position, so you can just use the bonfire. We now have 2 Titanite shards, which we'll be using to level up our sellsword to +1. That'll just make Vort fight just a little bit more cozy. Not that much more, though. Make sure you don't level up the dagger. The reason why we have the dagger is so that we can quick step, which is a left trigger or L2 moveset for the swamp. It'll help us scoot through the swamp. Let me just increase the volume of the game really quick. There we go. Alright, so now I should probably take off all my clothes. And don't forget to put on the ring. So we're going to do a little bit of shopping. We're going to pick up these. We're going to pick up this. We're going to pick up that item down below. Make sure you don't fall in that crack. Fall in it a couple times daily. Black fire bombs. The reason why we get those is so that we can drop them at Snuggly the Crow, and that'll give us a large Titanite shard and a Titanite chunk, respectively. We're going to run past this guy. This guy's going to spear us, so we swivel around him, going in a counterclockwise fashion. I hate having this here, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Alright. You could also pick up some grass, but I don't care about it. Remember that the L2 will attack faster or slower than R1. Sorry. L1 will attack faster, slower. Reset. L1 does more damage but is slower. R1 is faster. So if there's a little bit of HP left, R1, don't L1, because it's slower and sometimes it's the difference between you getting hit and you surviving. Can you stop? That'd be great. There's a safe way around those guys, but if you really care about not getting hit, watch a no-hit runner. I'm not a no-hit runner. Alright, so because I'm a peach, I'm going to top off. I'm going to apply the gold pine resin inside the fight, so it lasts just a little bit longer, and then we're going to run towards him. Sometimes he backsteps quite a few times, so be mindful of that. Conserve your stamina. You don't have to dodge that attack, but for phase 1 you want to stick into his belly. He's gonna dash 3 times or not. Okay. What you gonna do, buddy? I'm dead. Okay. I did too much damage in phase 1. I'm not supposed to stack him. I guess I'm showing you what not to do. That's okay, we're gonna have plenty of gold pine resin later on. I can show you where the grass is, I guess. Just in case you were wondering, the purpose of this isn't to actually get deathless. The purpose of this video is to show you what I think is the easiest way to get the run. This guy's gonna shoot. Turn around, because this guy's gonna follow us anyway. If you want extra 2,000 souls, you can pick up this item over here. It's a ring. You can sell it to the hag at Firelink Shrine for 2,000 souls. So if you're itching for souls, it's a really easy way to just pick up a couple. We're going to use December. If you prefer, you can just you can just have all of your armor equipped so you take less damage, but just remember it's going to make you roll slowly. And even though you take less damage, iframes are a better armor, in my opinion. He's gonna dash 3 times, 2, 3. We're gonna roll with him so that we're close. There's a way that you can poke his head to stagger him, but we don't have a short sword, so we're not going to. If you guys are interested in doing skips or glitches, let me know. Aside from doing quit outs, I don't think Edie did much of anything else. So the lady, you can just talk to the lady that I killed a while ago to get the banner, but I like killing her because it's fun. So you can walk up on that barrier and roll off and plunge attack them, but if you're not confident on walking along that line, you can just drop down over here. We're going to pick these up for a reason. It's not just frivolous sections. We want to learn skulls for later. Dogs are going to come through, but they'll ignore you for the most part, as long as you're running through one like me. Like I said, R1 for these dogs, because it's faster. If you L1, they might stagger lock you. Meaning, while you're starting the animation to L1, they're going to already be lunging at you, and that'll stagger you if you don't have clothes on. And that's enough of a stagger to not be able to successfully kill them. Wow. My brain is fried. Drop down because we want just one. You can also get that item over there, which is another set of 2 charcoal bundles. You don't really need that. Alright, so there's a couple ways to go about this. I'm going to show you the one that I'm most familiar with. Grab and pick up. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Smack me harder. Ooh, ooh. Alright, so this guy... There's going to be a guy here. L1, R1. L1, R1. Bunch of L1s. So now we're going to drop down, plunge attack, or not. You can actually roll into them to stagger them. So if you find that you don't quite have enough stamina to attack, you can just roll into them. So we're going to grab this bonfire so we can come back to it later. I'm trying to decide how I want you to do this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath. No, rats. I don't know. If you guys feel comfortable fighting rats, I can show you the way. Then I'll show you the alternate way. Alright, so there's going to be 2 dogs. Dogs are annoying, so we're just going to try to kill them a little bit. Remember that you can roll into them. So there are going to be, what, 5 rats and a big rat? So you can firebomb them, you can running L1, you can just straight up R1, you can block with your shield. It's all up to you. But for this section, you can actually just run around. Grab the ladder. That lizard up there is what we need. That'll allow us to better scale our weapons off of dexterity. So there's a couple ways to go about doing this. You can run around where my head's at end up. You can run up the wall, run and jump. If you do it just right, you'll pop up over the ledge. He's going to try to quit out. So we're going to quit out as well. Rather, he's going to try to disappear. If you run all the way around as opposed to doing the jump that I did, he'll disappear by the time you get up here. So as long as you quit out somewhere over here, he can't see you when you come back in. You just lock on, L1, L1, back up a little bit, R1. And that'll give you what you need. Alright, now we're going to run past this guy. Be careful, get ready to dodge. So there's a way to run around. There's also a way to pop up. So since I messed up, the guy behind us is scary. We don't like him. Ooh, spicy. So we're just going to run around. We're going to pick up this item, the Mortician's Ashes. Pretty nice, pretty swag. If you run around, they'll follow you. If you pop up this ledge, it will follow you. I'm just making sure that the guy with the blade is not here. Doesn't seem to be. Okay, so how you do this is You're running up here. It's going to be this first gap. You're going to... Nope, I lied. It's going to be these. You're going to walk over here, run, go over here, and then run, jump. It's bad explanation. So you're going to run in place, go a little bit to the left, and when it pops up just a little bit onto the corner of this tombstone, that's when you run and jump. It takes a minute to get used to it. But that's the easiest way to get to the Mortician's Ashes, which is right here. We're going to use that so that we can get 6 alluring skulls for later. If you want, there's some embers, there's some young white branches. I'll show you how you can use them later. Remember to run and jump. If you get the young white branch from the beginning of the game as a gift, that guy doesn't hit you. But he kills everybody else for you, which is pretty nice. There's going to be a guy in the doorway. You can bait it out. Our friend over there is just going to get a nice big arrow up his ass. Sir? There we go. And there's going to be a red eyes guy. Red eyes are not good. So if you want, I can show you a way. There's like 3 or 4 ways through this area, depending on what starting class you have, depending on what you're prioritizing. But for the most part, that's what you do. We didn't actually need to go this way. We could have left. Whatever, doesn't matter. What matters is there's a number over here. To sell for 1,000, you can plunge attack off of that, or you can use it if you died. Obviously. So we're gonna walk up these stairs. If you remember, you can actually kill this guy, walk into this, and roll, and it'll be a little shortcut. And I'll show you how to get to it without the shortcut as well. But this is the cliff underside bonfire, the one that I came to first in this area, going through the bridge. So another way of doing it is to just run behind this guy. He might slam attack, that's fine. Barrel, barrel, fence, drop down. And the reason why I showed you that is because, like I said, there's quite a few ways to actually go about getting both the gem and a couple of items, like the Mortician's Ashes and the Estus bone stuff. Anyway, I'm just waiting so that these guys have some time to leave. Doggo has some time to figure it out. Hey Scott, good to see you. If we started out as assassin class, we could actually drop down and pick up those 2 Dynamite shards, but this is with this starting class. You can roll into him, L2 or L1, R1. I like to hold up my shield, roll, roll. All right. Thanks for saying that. Enjoy your lurkies. I'm just doing a tutorial video because the first one that I did kind of sucked. So there's a couple ways that you can go about doing that. If you don't want to quit out at the door, let me know. But quitting out at the door is how I learned how to do it. I appreciate you stopping by. Much love. Enjoy your workies. Oof. My friend has to do some command prompt stuff to do his work. It's a pain in the butt. So if you had Assassin's class, actually I'll just make two tutorial videos, one starting with Mercenary, one starting with Assassin. At a certain point they kind of just become the same thing, but you know. Alright, so well, there's a couple ways that we can go about doing this. I'm gonna ride all the way up for the soul. Again, not necessary, but if you find that it makes you feel more comfortable, so we're going to just roll onto this bad boy. Typically when he starts saying we can actually just start rolling. If you have armor on, this demon will detect you. If you don't have armor on, it's a lot harder for him to detect you and he won't charge you. We're going to pick up 2 things here, or 4 things technically. So these 2 guys are going to drop down. You can throw firebombs at them, you can do whatever you want. I just pick it up and run. And now I'm going to pull up my firebomb. We're going to throw a firebomb here to get the W. Walk up and slap a bitch. Cages are going to drop down. You roll at an angle to get past them without getting hit. If you don't roll at the right angle, it will stagger you with a hand or whatever the hell it is. You could stay and watch the fight. I think it's kind of fun. This is an Anya approved, Anya sanctioned chat zone. Watching the fight, you can do like predictions, who's gonna win? Onion Bro versus Demon. But you don't need to, and you don't need the souls. These are going to be nice for a couple of bosses. We're not going to use it for every boss because unless you feel super confident with a boss we're going to have armor on, which means that Flynn's Ring is going to be useless because we don't really get enough souls to have both endurance, damage, health, and weight equip load. I like to use the mirror set. You don't have to use the mirror set, but can if you wanna smoke marijuana. I just like killing the dog. You don't need to do it again. I like to run around the witch lady. The evangelist is what they're called. That's why I run up here. You could just run past her, but I like to not interact with her at all. Oops. Alright, so I'm going to show you the alternate way without quitting out. You can roll. You don't have to roll that one. You can just run past it as long as you're looking at it. We're going to make sure that they're attacking us. We're going to walk over here. Make sure you don't fall yourself. They're going to charge you. And away they go. Remember that the elevator's down again, so we're going to hop off. We're going to wait for the elevator. I'll show you a fun way of going faster in that section with the other starting class. I prefer it just because it looks cool. We're going to hold up our shield so we can dodge through that. You can quit out on the door if you want. Not really necessary. A lot of people like to spam roll to the bonfire. People in the no-hit community like to do it. We're going to equip our rings. We're going to check how many Titanite shards we have. We need 12 total to get +1, +2, +3, right? And so we already have +1, which means that's 2, 4, 6. That's how many you need per level respectively. So +1 is 2 Titanite shards, +2 is 4, +3 is 6. We already have +1, so we only need 10. So this is number 2. We need 8 more. You can run and pick them up. You can buy them. It's up to you. I prefer to just run and pick them up out of old habit, but it's faster to just buy them. I like to pick up this bonfire. It's not really necessary because there's one other bonfire further ahead. The crucifix bonfire that's more important to us. But what I like to do is I like to actually nah, let's just do it this way. Remember to roll early or late, apparently. There's a safer way to drop down, and I'll show you in a minute. I like to running R2 off this ledge, and that'll do a really strong punch attack jump animation. I also like to ignore the dog by going up here, walking on these roots, roll over this root, and the dog shouldn't. Man, I'm not really practiced here. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do some sketchy stuff. We're going to drop down, pick up this item on the far side of it so that the crab has a harder time of smashing us. We're going to pick up some grass. And keep running. We're gonna run on the outside, even though we started out with this armor, so we don't need to pick up the swords. That's the mercenary armor. That's the sellsword twin blades. This is the item we need for this class. The only item that we need to pick up. We're gonna grab it. Bone out. Sometimes the big scary guy with the cross on his back, sometimes they're there, so that's why I bone out. Also, it's a little bit faster. We now have a better shield to recover stamina. I'm gonna do one more shopping list item, and then we're gonna go somewhere else. So as long as you're quick, this guy won't actually follow you up here. You need 10 intelligence to talk to this guy and send him back to Firelink Shrine, so you just spam A. Because we're not doing no hit, blocking is allowed. I think I'm just gonna run over here real quick. Actually, this isn't a safe way to do it. Don't do it. Don't do it that way. No, I guess it is a safe way to do it. Never mind. Hey guys, how's it going? Those are some souls if you want them. I'm gonna pick up these because they're grass. Grass is cool. Cross guy can follow you really far, so just be mindful of that. You can quit out, you can kill him. He's not that hard, but it is possible. So if you don't feel comfortable, don't pick up that shard. But SS shards just means more healing. We're gonna roll through that. We're gonna roll through that. We're going to walk over here. We're gonna throw that. There's safer ways to do it, but fucking idiots. And you don't even need to do that. You can actually just go onto the ladder and just stay at the top. Walk down a little bit, walk up, walk down, walk up, walk down, walk up. And if they start climbing down the ladder, you just walk up and get out. And then attack them off the top of the ladder. It's pretty easy to bait them to kill themselves, but it's also just useful and convenient to use a luring skull. I like to pick up this bonfire. I prefer to pick up the bonfire. Technically, you don't need any bonfires. Technically. It's just a little bit faster. So once you start going slow, you're just going to do L2 with it in your two-hand. When you're two-handing the dagger, that is. You can L2, walk quietly around that edge because that guy can start following you. But we're not worried about it because we're going to whip out a homeward bone and everything's going to be K. We're going to pick up this just for a net positive. Go back to the last place we were. We should have 4. We have 4. Wow. Look at me not being able to count. Alright, so there's going to be a couple of things that we're going to pick up. If you want, this over here is an Estus shard. They just bank a left. There's the entrance. But the more important thing, the most important thing is this item over here. You could just run up, grab it, dodge. So I'm showing you the less safe, but it's not really that bad. You just walk up here, wait until that guy starts aggroing towards you. He's gonna lunge. What you can do is you could just walk here, and he's gonna attack, and hurt himself on the fire. You might also get hit by the fire. You don't have to go this way. There's actually a safer way, and I'll just show you the next character. I'll just show you the safer way to go about doing it. There's so many ways to go about doing this without getting hit. But this is the slightly faster, not really better way of doing it. Get some poison resin. I've never actually used it against Abyss Watcher, so I wonder if it would work. We need 4 more. Alright, so there's going to be one over here. It's easy if you just pick up this one because it's a big V. And you're just going to turn 90 degrees, run over here, follow the ledge. There's another item right there. We're going to walk around. It's mostly to not aggro that guy over there. 2 more. Oh, there's 2. Moss to get rid of poison. And 3 of 3. Alright. Killing it, guys. Killing it. Alright, we're just gonna put up our shield and run around these guys. They should never hit you. I say should. Because sometimes they like to spear you in the back. Sit down, get rid of poison. See how he was stabbing towards us? Or it was stabbing towards us and made us stand up immediately? You can use that to your advantage in any From Software game. There's going to be some guys, so you could throw 2 black fire bombs. You would just walk around, you can melee them, you just stand there for a minute, let everybody move. It's up to you. We're gonna do some butt scooting again. And we're gonna scoot some more butts. You can firebomb them, or you can just scoot around them. Wait until all 3 attack, then just go up. Easy clap. Remember to hold down B so you climb a little faster. We need this. If you don't pick up a bunch of Titanite shards, you need that item to buy Titanite shards. Apparently you can also get Warden's Ashes, but I don't know how I feel about that, so I think we're just gonna skip Warden's Ashes. We don't really need the bleed. All right. So I like to R2 with the dagger for these guys. Basically, you just walk behind them to make them go into a corner. Sir? Yikes. Alright, well, you know what? Here. That's what you don't do. You can just quit out and come back in if you miss them. I thought it would stagger it, but it didn't. No, that's okay. Turn around. You can also make it go this direction. Back up L1, back up L1. You can pick up these to sell if you want. We don't really need the 2,000 souls. Back up L1, back up L1. Dead. Alright, we can finally go back to Firelight Shrine. Because we have the Farron Farron Coal, we have the Sharp Gem, we have 2 large Tinites, and 10 Tinite Shards. So I'm going to give her both ashes. You don't have to tell her where you picked them up, but I do because I'm lazy. So I'm going to pick up Gold Pine Resin as well as the skulls. Oh, you can also sell all your looted souls. And your embers, since we're not dying, right? But I'm gonna keep them because I'm probably gonna die. Alright, so you want to give him the Farron Coal, you want to give him all your shards. Till it's done, we're going to infuse our twin blades to sharp with a gem. We're going to get to +4. And now we're pretty strong. We're also going to remove this. We're going to put on, let's see, who's next? Abyss Watchers. That's fine. And then we're going to level our dexterity to 24? 23. Let's just do 20. And then 16. Why not? Get a little bit of a buffer for our HP and a little bit more damage. Now we're going to do tree skip. Once again, I can make a tutorial video on tree skip, but for the most part you just run up and jump. For the most part you just run up and jump. For the most part you just run up and jump. There we go. So if you remember, we picked up the fire bombs and the black fire bomb. If you end up using all your regular fire bombs, you can just buy them from the hag. The hag is the lady we sold our souls to and gave the ashes to. So we're going to leave 1, leave 2, press start. Do not press B, because if you spam B, you can just jump off the ledge. That gives us an extra large Tinite shard, as well as what's its bucket? Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna sell one ember. Do I have enough attunement? I do. Cool. I need to have 2,000. Shit. Apparently I do need to pick up the shield and the spell, because you can sell those for quite a bit. Let's see, the spell is 150. You don't have to pick up any of those items I just fucked up. There we go, we have more than enough now. Alright. So we're learning Spook. This will allow us to not be heard as well as take reduced fall damage. I'm going to swap this out. Going to remember to use our bone shards. We're gonna have a ridiculous amount of healing ability. If you do the assassin class, you don't have to buy the spell because you start with it. Oh, make sure you attune it. Yikes. Alright, now if we remember this ring, the lower the equip load, the more damage we do, but you want it to be close to 17.2%. So right now we're benefiting very little from this attack, and I can show you by saying our weapon 1 is 209. Go back here, take it off. It's 195. But if we were to put on all of our armor, we want to stay below 70%. So regardless of what you're wearing, armor-wise, below 70%. See, 195. It didn't change at all because we are well over the threshold to benefit from the ring. So we'll just take it off for now. You can do this fight pretty easily without armor, but since this is a tutorial, I'm going to try and show you how to do it with armor on. So you can stand here and wait. Wait. Even at that distance, they can hear you if you have armor on. You can just walk around. You can actually just sprint past them. But here's another bonfire, just in case you keep dying to Abyss Watchers. This is a much shorter place to start from. I'm not going to sit down because that'll reset the Dark Wraiths. Technically, you could just run straight to the door. I like going the back way. A slower, more controlled way. You can backstab. I failed the backstab. These guys can also drop Titanite shards. So if you want to farm them off of them, you can. I think one of those guys is going to chase after this guy in front of us. Maybe? Question mark? Nope. Okay, that's fine. Ember for another 1,000. The cool thing is you can do another bet to see who wins, Dark Wraiths or Grues. In this case, it looks like Grue lost considerably. Oh, by one. They actually got a guy. Nice. You don't have to fight them, and you can quit out at the door to make them go away. There's a trick to turning off the AI for this fight, so if you want me to show you that, I can easily and happily do that. We're going to put on our bad boy. We're going to eat some grass. We're going to walk forward. We're going to not lock on. We're going to roll into the attack. L1. Nope. Nice combo. Now you can also block that stuff. He's gonna spin. Pink. Pink. Yep. I'm showing you what not to do apparently. You can tell which one's fake and which one's real by when you lock onto them. The one that is real will have no H bar on it, but the fake one will have an H bar on it. 2. He can do a couple more. All up. I'm actually going to kill the fake. So he can kill Reggie. Reggie is the red eye one. It's helping us out right now. Reggie can attack you as well. Really? I hate this video game. See? Backstabs. Can you backstab, please? Thank you. Sir, can you... Oh. Man, this is a sloppy fight. It's pretty easy to do this without getting hit. Dodge. The problem with locking on is that you get some really weird angles, camera angles. 2, spinny spin. He can follow that up one more time, but that's okay because we're just going to heal back up. Alright. I'm just going to pop another thingy. We're going to run towards him, run away. 2, 3. Spins. He's going to run up. We're going to run behind him. When he jumps up, we're going to run behind him. Hold down R2. And then back up. Don't roll away because you can get caught. I didn't. I got lucky. This guy's a lot easier to backstab. So when you backstab, walk forward 1 step and then hold down R2 fully. Ooh. Nice. Good job on you. Ooh. You want him to do that leap attack. That leap attack is very punishable. That could have a line. You can also roll forward. Instead of just walking around it, you can roll forward through that leap. It's easier if you're just running around in circles, as opposed to just strafing and starting to run. You just keep running. Let go. Run around, let go, run around, let go. You're trying to bait out attacks. Find one you're familiar with. And you can kill it pretty easily. Alright, now we're going to pop the soul, because why not? Make it more sketchy. Alright, so we're going to pick up these 2 bleed resins. L1, L1, run up. Pick up the Carthus Rouge. L1, L1 as he's assembling. Sometimes you won't see him assemble until he's fully assembled. His hitbox is still there, so as soon as you, I'm not dead. Be careful. I almost died. 2 L1s, run up a little bit. Wait for the ball to break. Okay. Be careful with the drop. You can also just go down the stair step way, but I guess I can show you next playthrough. I don't like using it, but I like to cast Spook here for that guy, but he saw me anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to have our shield up intentionally. We're not going to step on that stone, which is a trap to set off fire. Arrows. Oh, God. Mommy. We're going to run around. We're going to pick up the Ember, wait for these guys to jump through. You're safe as long as you stand there. We're going to stand here and wait at the archway for the ball to drop. Yes, we're going to wait for the balls to drop. Then we're going to pick up the large Titanite shard. We're gonna pick up this bonfire. We're gonna top off just in case. When you sit at the bonfire, the position of the ball resets. But even if you're just sitting down on the ground, the ball's gonna start going. It's just the second you sit down is when the ball resets. So the reason why I ran down there just a little bit is so that the rats that spawn or are flagged to start moving get killed by the ball. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna run up here. Run over here. Pick this up. Run back over here. Mommy, stop! Oh my god! Maybe this wasn't the best way to do it. It's okay, it's whatever. I said stop! We're gonna run this way. These guys can bleed us. I don't like where they are. Don't do that. Don't do whatever the hell I just did. We're gonna grab this. Yeah, you can pop up. It's pretty cool. Mummy! Mama! Mummykins. Instead of running over the ledge, you can go another way. He might actually hit bridge. I'm dead. If you don't have armor on, he doesn't hear you. But I had armor on, so... Like a fool. Sure. Hey, Curse Jarabee, lovely to see you. How you doing, you cutie? Alright, so bridge is down. So with the bridge down, you can also spook. I'm just gonna show you how to spook. Literally, walk off the ledge. Whee! I'm sure you know how to use the bridge. I'm doing okay. Doing just fine. How are you? Oh, you already said you're good. Shit. There's a way to cheese that demon boat. I'm not going to show you this time. If you want like 10,000 extra souls, we can do that. 2 guys can follow you. So far it's only 1, that's okay. Conversely, you can grab the bonfire, keep running, and then bone out. You can also just kill him. You can also quit out. At any point in time before the bonfire, after the bonfire, it doesn't really matter. That's what quit outs are for. Alright, so we're going to be picking these up first because it'll give us that much more damage against Bolton. We're going to look up to the right, we're going to roll, pick up our Titanite Shard. We're going to go pick up the left one first. Pick you up first. Ooh, ooh. We're going to roll. There's a pretty easy, large sound effect when the arrows fire. I just hate having sound on because it stresses me out. I played the game enough to know roughly when I should be dodging. Oh wow. Ooh ooh. You can kill this, you don't need to. The one that you do need to kill though, you can sell those for 500 souls, but the one you do need to kill is this one. So we're going to follow it until it stops. Then we're going to L1, L1. L1, L1, or not. There we go. Heckin' nerd. Alright, so now we're going to pick up that. I like to homeward bone. You don't have to, you could just run back. I just would rather not. so I'm not going to. Alright, so we have 9. We only need 1 more, which means we don't need to pick up anything else in the lake itself. There's 1 on the ledge, but we'll just do the safe strats. So we're going to run, but make sure that you are looking your shoulder. I'm notoriously bad at rolling those. Notoriously. Make sure you have enough stamina to roll in case you need to. Be careful with this. If it's lightning, you can actually get hit. In this gap over here. Also, when it goes underneath, its tail just goes a little bit wider, so you can also get hit there, and it hits you real fucking hard. So we're going to walk until we see this little. I don't know if you can see it. There's a like triangle here, a groove, or you could just sit at the. Just sit. This is an Anya sanctioned, Anya approved stamp of approval resting spot. Get some water, go pee. You'll never get hit. Chat, read chat, masturbate. I don't know, whatever you guys do. Whatever you lady folk do. The ballista will kill for us. If you get good RNG, it doesn't take that long. If you get bad RNG, it can take a while. Like right now, it's just missing. There we go. Alright, it should die this time. And so when it dies, it's going to give us 2 things. A spell that sells for 1500. Good RNG is a myth. True. And then undead bone shards to give us another bonus. Alright, so now we're going to go back to Firelink Shrine. We're going to increase our weapon to +7. We're going to sell our souls and whatever the hell that is. We don't need any of that. We can sell that. Alright. Reinforce. Cool. Now that we have +7, we're going to take off our armor, and we're going to take off this, and we're going to take off this. And then we're going to go over here. We're going to talk to the pretty lady. We're going to increase our dex. Actually, let's do endurance. Endurance 16, rest and dex. Sure, why not? I'm the happy hub. I like shitting on him. I don't know why. I've been shitting on him for like 5 years now. 4 or 5 years. Alright, so now that we've done that, we're going to go back to the Catacombs of Carthus. This is where our balls dropped, if you remember. And we lifted up we pulled a lever, which lifted up some gates, a portcullis, if you will. That'll be important in a minute. So we're just gonna run over here, stop to get our stamina back. I'm gonna switch this over to this. We're gonna run over here a little bit, back down, back up, rather. Kill the 3 rats. If you're doing hit lists, that's an easy way to get those rats. Then we're going to party like it's 1699. Been spending most of our lives living in Amish paradise. Turn butter once or twice, living in an Amish paradise. That's the other one that's just all tits. Soon I'll raise another. You break it so that the army of skeletons doesn't follow you. Man, look at those arms. Wow. Alright, so now we're going to run up. We're going to pop this. We're going to look down so I can actually see the arms. We're going to run over to the right of the item. See those bracelets? We're going to smack the shit out of those bracelets. L1, L1. It'll break. Right over here. Oh. Nice slam. L1, L1. Wait until he stops moving. He's going to do fog breath. Nice. Okay. And then we're going to go over here. Wait until he figures out what he's going to do. I think he's going to start walking. Yeah. So we got to start sprinting. See, notice how I'm hitting his hand and it doesn't do shit. You got to hit his wrist below. You have to hit his forearms in order to break the rings. You can kill him by hitting his hands. It just won't do jack shit for the ring. And the ring, when you break the ring, it does a considerable amount of his health, aka 1/3. If you want, I can show you what to do if you fuck up, but I'd rather not. Alright, now we're going to put on our fire bolt paper stuff. Oh, that's why I didn't do that much damage. God damn it. Alright. Now we're going to... There's going to be a crocodile lizard that's going to drop down. We're going to ignore it. You can stop right there. Turn around. When it spawns in, you can smack its nose. But I find it more consistent to run over here, stop at the snow, paper as it jumps, smack, smack. What's important is that you hit it a couple times, then you can just... Twice on the head. You need to L1, left bumper, twice on the head. Janny Banani. My lovely, how are you doing? It's so wonderful to see you. My mic's... not my mic, my camera's scuffed, so I apologize for not being able to blow kissies at your face. My happy Christmas. It's lovely to see you, my friend. How have you been? Hello, Johan. Merry holidays and a happy new pappy dinner. Can I fix it? Yeah, I can fix it. It's just, it's a software issue. For some reason, my computer be like that. You're still blowing kisses anyway. Sensual. Ooh. Oh my. Alright, so once again, we're going to whip out our dicks. And we're going to equip some... Bleed, is it? Yeah, we're going to equip Bleed. We're going to run around, act like we know shit. How are you doing these holiday days? Teeth. Alright, so there's going to cast spells at us. We don't like spells, so we'll smack him. This guy can hit us with a spear. That spell, we don't like that. Sometimes people follow you, sometimes they don't. Hey, streamer Alex. Good to see you. We're doing alright today. I moved to Seattle yesterday, so my setup's a little scuffed. Gonna cast a spell as long as you're smack, 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 smack. Alright, we're gonna walk over here. Should be one of these three. Shit. Wrong one. Too easy. Alright, so the thing is, as long as you're inside the fog wall, if you're inside the fog wall before you start sprinting, it takes them a minute to spawn up and then start casting the spell. So as long as you're sprinting straight at them, you'll be underneath the crystal ball that floats and does like over half your health. And then you can just slash away. You can have a shield up. You can parry. You can block. You can roll. There's a lot of different beginner or opener sequences, and I guess I can make tutorial videos for all the openers. I guess I can show you what happens if you fuck up, but that's like one of the more ideal starts to the fight. And yeah, I moved. I was just tired of being cooped up in my hometown. It was very unhealthy for me. So we're gonna take that off because we like armor. Need to turn me on upstairs? Ooh. Jenny, I didn't know. Oh, I could have done more damage. So the reason why we like sellsword blades is because each hit of our sword. So if we do L1, one second, I need to focus. All right. So if you noticed, that's one hit. That's one proc for our Pontiff's right eye, left eye. This ring. It says boost attacks as long as its attacks persists. Notice how much stamina that uses. Notice how much stamina this uses. Not that much more, but it applies 2 attack procs, 2 hits per amount. So stamina efficiency-wise, we don't even need this. I don't know why I keep picking it up. You can actually use a learning skull on them. But anyway, you want to have the ring, the eye ring, Pontus, right eye ring, roll that attack with your Sellsword Twin Blades. It just makes it so much stronger. And I could have killed Sage in a couple, like 1 or 2 fewer hits. So we're going to have our shield up. If you're not looking at dogs, they can jump on you, like teleport jump on you. So we like to look at dogs. Looking at dogs saves lives. You can pet them too with your sword to their face. Small town life is pretty isolating if you're not into it. I am into it. It's just I felt like I couldn't leave the house because of my sexual assault tour. Like I didn't want him to know I was in town. I felt like he'd just show up at my house. Whether or not that's true, that doesn't matter. Stwimo. I wish my camera worked. Maybe it's just in a bad port. Give me a minute. I am shaking my umbrella. Oh my. Alright. I'm going to turn on a camera source. Sure. Hey, there we go. It worked. Woo. Hi, cuties. Alright. Okay, so we picked up that bonfire and we should probably sit at it. How are you doing? Now that Jenny can see my face, she's like, ooh, ooh. I wish I could have music on during these, but no. Copyright. I don't even make money off of my YouTube videos anyway. What's the point? Why copyright strike me? Rude. I like to plunge attack this guy. You don't need to, but it's fun. There's our guy. Yeah, I'm here. I'm gonna pick up one just for the fun of it. Pick up this for the fun of it. Put up the shield just in case they leap at you. Every once in a while, that Grave Warden, that lady over there, sees you and starts attacking you. You can either kill her, you can run away from her, she runs forever, or you could also just quit out. You can run and jump down there. I'm not going to because that just seems like a recipe for disaster for you both. But if you want to look swag, do that jump. We're going to run and jump over here. Those huggers though, yeah. And they give you leeches. So fucking annoying. So we're going to not apparently cast Spook, but we can run and jump over here. We're going to take quite a bit of fall damage if we don't have Spook on. We're going to throw 1 as far as we can. We're going to go up here. We're going to throw this to attract that. They committed the unalive. Alright. You can quit out at that door if you feel like it, but make sure that when you quit out, it's after the people boom themselves. These guys don't always cast, but you can also just strafe around them. I'm going to show you the shortcuts, just in case you're tired of dying. We're also going to equip these things. You don't need either of these 2 shortcuts, but I'm going to show it to you either way so you feel comfortable. So if you're looking at the altar, this is to the right. See? Looking at the altar to the right. There's another one to the left. I'll show you where that is as well. Again, if you're doing Deathless, you shouldn't need the shortcuts at all because you shouldn't be dying. You should be living. But I'm a man of contingencies. So this is an Anya sanctioned, Anya approved, as long as that thing doesn't drop. Chat zone. After this point, you're going to want to be moving quickly, not slowly. Do not go past this archway if you're sitting there and talking. So we're going to cast Spook. We're going to switch over to our dagger. We're going to 2-hand it. Remember, we're going to be doing L2 or left trigger to quick step through poop. We're going to pick up the ring. You can pick up the souls. We're going to drop down. That's why we use Spook. And we're going to see where the thrall is. So if the thrall's going that way, we want to go this way. We're going to turn around just in case he throws poop at us. Doesn't look like he's going to throw poop, so we're safe. Never know what might get y'all booty. Yeah, it better not be something. I don't know, like a Kirk. Because if Kirk invades you here, it's because you're online. You shouldn't be online on Steam. Never be online on Steam when you're doing challenge runs. So here is the other entrance. This, if you're looking at the altar, it's to your left. Fortunately, we don't need to drink anything. We don't need to do anything because quick step doesn't require mana to use. So you can be totally drained dry. Can you fucking not? That'd be great. Oh, good God. You could be totally dry. Just tap. But, you can still do quick step. Always run online for challenge runs, even for no bonfire. That just sounds like hell. That just sounds like a huge waste of time. Just keep running. Alright, so you will notice that we're heavy. We're still heavy. So we don't need that ring anymore. And we're still under 80 or 70%. The ring that gives us more damage if we're low on equip load, we only want to use that for things. That is not an Anya approved area to rest. Clearly. Alright, so we're just gonna run, because why not? We're not going to have that on though, we're going to have this on. Oop, that guy hits. Mommy. I don't like you. Alright. So like if you die when doing no bonfire run, that's a long ass ways back. As long as you don't die, yeah, just don't die. Easy clap. Imagine getting all the way to Aldrich and then dying. That would suck. Alright, so we want to make sure that we have things set up. We have gold pine resin. You can also have fire resin. You can also have human pine resin. Don't really recommend poison. You're going to have your green blossoms and your luring skulls. Luring skulls is for phase 2 when the archdeacon shows up. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this bad boy. We're going to pop this bad boy. Then we're going to go in here. We're going to rush forward and kill this guy with an L2, running L2. Bap, bap. We're going to run away. Start walking around in circles. We're going to make it so that we can see where the next guy dropped down. Excuse you. We're going to do a running L1. Alright, we're going to see the next guy, we're going to do a running L1. So we're going to running L1. Running fucking L1. There we go. That's 3. We're going to do 4. Alright, 5. Once we do 5, we're going to throw an alarm skull. We're going to smack, 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 smack. Cover, smack, smack. You can do it without getting hit pretty easily. I just fucked up. And if you're Lily Charles, you like to sit at the bonfire, quit out, either way, and then you like to put on the Archdeacon's cap just because it looks cute. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Firelink Shrine. I might end the stream early to go champagne testing with my friends. Oh shit, I need to get new drugs. I'm out of my mood stabilizer. Oh no. I'm gonna do this. Alright, so we don't have any more. Oh, nope, I lied. We have one more Estus shard. So reinforced flask. Yeah, I have Estetelegram. The mood stabilizer is fine. Its half-life is 24 hours, so it's already out of my system. And I don't plan on doing any manic episode stuff. Did I? So I'm gonna say go to 30, and then 20, and then 21. Like I said, don't go more than 24 for vigor, because as you can see, 1,000 health is quite a bit. So basically, once you get to about 1,000 health, that's when you just call it quits. And that's with an ember, remember. And we're going to be having an ember the whole time. Easy climb. So we killed the deacons, which means we have the small peculiar doll or whatever it's called. So now we can go through the barrier to get into Anor Londo. Don't worry, I just need to call my hospital and tell them I need more refills. I might have to schedule an appointment with my doctor. I could always go to the pharmacy and say, hey, I need an emergency weekend refill. Don't really need it, but oh shit. Thank you for looking out for me. I appreciate it, Cursed, but I'll be fine, at least for today. I ran out yesterday, so sorry. Yesterday was my last dose. It just means I'm going to be having a good time. Christmas weekend. Yeah, I don't think my doctor's even going to be in for a while. So I lied. What we're going to want to do is we're going to scroll down. The reason we picked up the Paladin's Ashes just after Crystal Sage, if you remember saying, I don't need these ashes. Just like Lloyd's ring, the Lloyd's shield ring, or Lloyd's sword ring gives you bonus damage. Lloyd's shield ring is basically like a bonus HP. So, in effect, it absorbs damage when your HP is full. That is to say that the first hit against you to your HP bar will be less. Think of it like, I don't know, shield. So there's a couple ways to do this. You can do Chameleon with the white branches. You can running R1, 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 or running L1, R1, R1. You can also just run past them if you feel comfortable with that. You can bait out each one. I recommend doing one at a time. There's going to be another one over here. I like to run up and kill that one because this guy just likes to sit there and cast his stupid ass spell. Because they can do that. Whoop! Whee! Waha! Yeah, so they're really annoying. I like to just run past them. Oh yeah, Jenny, if you're there. Thanks for the raid. I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Alright, I'm gonna do what I normally do, and let's just run. Because I hate baiting them out and doing all that work. So just whip out our shield. Roll these bad boys. Oh my god. Daddy! Wow, he chained those attacks way more than he should have. That doesn't normally happen. That was bullshit. If you want, I can show you how to do fence skip. Basically, you just go over here, angle your camera a little bit, and then you go wee ha over the ledge, and you skip like a minute and a half of this map, or you could just run across. As long as you wiggle to the side. Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! For the most part, you never get hit there. For some reason, this game is being played. Alright, sometimes there's going to be one following you. I don't think there's one right now, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up this so I can show you shortcuts if you don't want to do save files in an actual run, if you want to just go from bonfire if you die. This is an alternative method. You don't have to pick up that bonfire if you plan on not dying. Or just use save files. So here's another bit of a peach. 3 homeward bones, and most importantly, the undead bone shards. Once again, so that our increase the amount of heal per drink of Estus. Per drink. Oh my god, I've been live for an hour and a half. Should have beaten the game already. Wow. There's a guy that drops down, so just hug their left or right. There's going to be 2 invisible guys. You can see them with their eyes, and you can just run past them. I'd like to have my dagger out for this section. More grass. Oh, I probably don't need any more. Or just my favorite. No, it's actually Lily Charles's favorite. When she was doing Deathless, like, I don't fucking know, 3 years ago? 3.5 years ago? When she was doing runs, she would pick up the hat just because it looked cool. So this is just a throwback to Lily Charles. She did it for Hitless? I wasn't there for that journey. I was only there for the Deathless. I stopped watching. Who did I start watching after that? I think that's when I transitioned to speedrunning. I kind of stopped watching Hitless and started just doing speedruns. She got it? Yeah, I saw that. Did she get the sorcery for Dark Souls 1 yet? Not yet, I believe. Okay. That's a hard one. 1 PB. Ugh. The curse. You almost want to have it at a 2 PB, not even a 1 PB. Just in case you miss the drop, I recommend picking this up. You'll see what I mean by drop in a minute. I'll show you the non-drop method as well. And I can also show you Spook Quit Out if you like doing that. So, Streamer Alex, in case you didn't know, the people that I'm doing this for are EDBot. If there's a mod live, could you shout them out? EDBot and Ivana Hyde. They're 2 fairly new Dark Souls, new to the Dark Souls community. Edie's done Deathless 1 and 2. And then Ivana said that she wanted to do Deathless Dark Souls 3, so they're racing each other. I'm going to, on Christmas Day, release the videos to them at the same time, and whoever gets to Deathless first, or like the least amount of attempts, or however they decide to do the race, because obviously if one person's streaming more than the other, it's not fair. Anyway, I like to cast these bad boys. Now if you have Hunter Charms, you can also just open it up. Watch out for the grab. You don't know about them? Okay. Well, I can link it to you in a minute. Alright, so I like to just drop down, but this is the standard route without quitouts and without cheatings. You don't need spook, you don't need anything fancy. You can use fire bombs, you can use alluring skulls, you can just melee them, you can block them with the shield. There's so many different ways to go about doing this. There's just going to be 2 giant rats, and that's a pile of poo, so don't pick it up. You can quit out at the door, you can not quit out at the door. I think I'm just going to take it like a boss. Okay. I'm just going to run around in circles. I'm going to go straight. I'm going to go to the right. You're looking for dragon scales right there. I'm gonna quit out here. Yep. Definitely gonna quit out. Alright. I'm going to pick this up, and then I'm going to homeward bound back. Alright, so we picked up the ashes that allow us to get infinite gold pine resin, which is going to be our staple from here on out, basically. Alright, so that was the normal method without quit outs, without cheating, without spook. If that's how you want to do it, go ahead. I don't like it. You can use fire bombs, you can use ring skulls, you can take your time by fighting everything. Why do that when you could just not? It just doesn't make sense to me. There are some people who say that taking that HP chip from, or max HP reduction, it's not even HP chip, from those jailers counts as a hit. Some people say it doesn't count as a hit. I think they just decided that it counts as a hit just for confusion's sake. So you can just drop down this way as long as you do it right. I fucked up. That's okay. I showed you how not to do it. It's okay. Basically, that's the setup. You just roll backwards or step backwards, and you should land safely on that little ledge. I'll let you figure that out, but that's basically what you do. I'm just going to do spook quit out because I've shown you how to do it. You can figure out how to perfect it for your own methods later. I don't care what you say about me anyway. I don't care about that. Alright, so there's this thing called I'm not patient. And so because I'm not patient, I'm just going to run on over here. I'm going to whip out this bad boy. I'm going to run over here, jump over here. We're going to quit out. And as soon as we hear us die, we're going to quit out. I think I might actually spawn off the ledge. Never when you casually do it? Yeah, I know, right? Oh, I didn't. I quit out too early. That's fine. I'm just going to roll off the ledge. Wait for the scream. 1 second. People who never talk to me are talking to me. On Snapchat. Ta-da! Spook quit out. I'm gonna heal up. Actually, I'm going to heal up this way. So what I like to do is I like to cast now as he's about to go onto the bridge so that when he does dash up, it's easier to jump off. Now there's a couple of ways to go about this, but you can do not that. I'll show you what I mean later. If you want to be super swag, if you want to be safe, just go down those rocks. There's a couple of swag ways down here. Never mind. I just won't show you. I'll do this spook quit out, but that's because it's fun. Alright, so we're going to sit down because I used an Estus. We're going to take off our stuff. We're going to whip out this bad boy. You can go down the ladder, but ladders are boring, so we're just going to run and jump off the ledge. As soon as we hear the yell, we're going to quit out. So do you stream, Mr. Alex? Do you stream the Dark Souls games and stuff? So there's going to be a fireball. We're going to roll that one. We're going to chop down, roll, spam roll. Sometimes you can get hit in the air. We didn't this time. That's fine. That's hunky huckin' dory. Alright, so we're going to shield. Rarely I see. Well, I'm sure you do a great job when you do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here because hopefully that guy can't follow. This is a Anya sanctioned, Anya approved chatting spot right here. Assuming that they don't charge you. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in. We're going to pick up the item by his feet at the throne. We're going to whip that bad boy on. We're going to charge it with an R2 or or L2, L trigger, and we're going to use the spell by doing L2, R1. And it will consume all of our stamina. So make sure that when you're charging it, or when you're about to use it, you don't have to roll. You're gonna run underneath him, pick up the item. I'm gonna run down just so I'm underneath him, so I have more than enough time to whip out that blade. He's gonna do a thingy. We're gonna roll the thingy. We're going to dodge the attack. We're gonna two-hand it. We're gonna stand underneath him. He might stomp, that's okay. That attack's safe. Do not stand on the stairs. Stand on the stairs. It could cancel your damage. Sir? Sir? I'm gonna have to ask you to calm the fuck down. Yeah, that's fine. Our weapon is charged, you can see by it being white. Fuck off. Sir? Calm down, please. And as he goes into phase 2, we're going to start charging. Let go so it can get a little bit of stamina. And then we're going to wait for him to do something. That is a 270-degree attack. It will fuck you up. Hit him like a boss. Turn around, lock on. You lock onto his head, sometimes you get a little extra damage. Oh god! Nope. I didn't show you the best way to fight him, but that's fine. Basically, you walk towards him. As he starts to get back up, then you charge, walk away from him. He'll do a slam down, and it takes a long time, and it's really slow, and you're like, oh my god, yawn, you're so boring. And then you go, whoa, and you hit him. Of course, it's charged. Alright, we have some souls. We have some Yorm down. GG, thank you. Now we're going to go level up. Woo! Put back our weapons, though. And then we're done with the dagger. Done with the thing. Alright, now for the fun to begin, you can sell these for 1,000 souls. You can sell that. You can sell panties. You can do whatever you want. The world is your oyster. Alright, so we can buy, I don't know, 10, 11. Doesn't fucking matter. You can buy more later if you want. Then we're going to pump the rest into, you guessed it, oh, it's 27, not 24. Oops. Basically, without a number, you should be up to 1,000. Sure. Why not? I'll sell some fucking stupid bullshit, motherfucking son of a bitch. Alright. Well, if I have an item for 50 souls, I could. Wait, no. I like even numbers. No, I'm stuck between the two. Whatever. What do I have? I do. Okay. Alright, now that we're full erect with +7 Estus. Now, if you want more Estus and more bone shards, I can give you all of them in the game and you can decide which ones you want. What? Fuck off, bitch. She comes back. Don't worry about it. It's just fun to kill her. Alright, so we did that. So we're going to go back to Distant Manor. And I'm going to show you the safe peaches. I'll show you my peaches. I want water. Oh, so you could also use the dagger for this little bit, but this is really the last bit of water that we'll need to go through. You can just walk in it, you can run through it, you can roll through it, you can quick step through it. But as soon as you get into this area, you can start running again, so it's fine. As long as you hug those pillars, they should never touch you, and if they do touch you, there's some Estus soup right here. All free Estus. I still haven't checked to see if it's the healing power of your Estus flask. So if it's a +2, it'll heal you a +2 amount. If it's a +9, it'll heal you a +9 amount. Either way, you cast Spook here. Even with armor on, this guy won't follow you, which is cool. Now we're going to whip out our charge. So what I like to do is actually, I like to run over here, look at the doggies. Mac the doggies. Normally I just run through, but if you're trying to not die, it's a little easier when you... That dog just went out of bounds. I'll just keep running, I guess. Good game, by the way. There's gonna be a 1 to my heal right there. Very nice, very nice. Look at me, I can do things. Alright, so for this particular section, we don't need armor. We don't need anything. We just need a shield, some resin. But the thing is, sometimes you die. That's not fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the alternate route from the church as opposed to from Distant Manor. So if you want a peach, if you don't feel comfortable and you don't want to do that whole long dogs, all that stuff. Yeah, if you don't want to do the long dogs, you can kill this guy. No long dogs for you. No. Bad long dogs. Alright. We're going to kill these guys and only regular length or short dogs, please. No. Alright, we're going to put this on. We're going to take our clothes off. We're going to take this off because we shouldn't be taking damage anyway. We're going to pick this up. We're going to drop down, plan attack because we can. We're going to kill this fucker. We're going to pick this up because why not? But anyway, so if you remember, we ran past some guys, went into the church, grabbed the bonfire, went around, picked up some stuff behind a gravestone. Well, you respawn here if you die. You're like, oh man, that was stupid. Why did I die? Oh my god, I'm bad at the game. You don't go that way, you go this way. Ooh, nice camera grab. There will be the guys to your left. They will always respawn. But we killed them because we didn't sit down on the bonfire. This guy will be there, but you'd be like, a dodge roll, and then you spam A, and then you dodge roll because he's attacking your behind. You're like, oh no, I didn't want to die, mommy. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to whip this bad boy out. We're going to whip this bad boy out. We're going to have our shield out. We're going to run straight towards him. We're going to parry. We're going to stab him in the butt. We're going to do a lot of damage. We're going to stand still, parry, stab. We're going to do a lot of damage. We're going to lock on, strafe around, 1, 2, 3, 4. Back out. Roll in. Attack. That's with 35 dexterity, the Flynn's ring, the Pontiff's Red Eye, and Sword ring. It's going to take more hits or fewer hits depending on how much dexterity you have, whether or not you're using Floyd's ring, whether or not you're using Lloyd's ring. Basically, I did as much damage as I possibly. I did not do as much damage as I could. I could have done a little bit more damage, but you get the point. It's based on equip load percentage, so if you wanted to do more damage, you could increase your, what is it? Vitality. If you increase your vitality level, as opposed to your health or your whatever the fuck, then you can do a little bit more damage. But it's not that much more damage. So that's why I prioritize other stats. These guys can follow you forever, so we're just going to keep running. We have plenty of stamina, we have a shield and a ring to help us regen stamina, so we can move pretty far, pretty fast. We're going to go around this way, so if you want to, you can chat here. What we're going to do is we're going to run up here. Drop down, pick up these. I don't remember why we pick up those, but we do in speedruns, I guess. So you can also cast Spook here and run around. Now, if you tiptoe, you can walk around these guys if you go as slow as possible. Or you can use Storm Ruler, and that will allow you to move at the pace. Remember if you charge L2? I almost got, or I could have gotten hit in the back of the head. If you charge L2 with Storm Ruler, you move really slow. That's the speed, guaranteed way to go the appropriate speed for you to not get hurt by those guys. But the archer that fired at me at the end when I dropped down, he's still gonna fire, or they're gonna still fire at you. So I just cast Spook, because you start the game as Assassin with Spook. So ultimately, once you get past the Crucifixion Woods bonfire, effectively, you're the same. Everything's met up. So really, the difference between Assassin and Mercenary starting classes are you get the parrying shield earlier as Assassin, and you get Spook earlier as Assassin. Everything else... obviously, you get the twin blades faster if you're a mercenary. But otherwise, they're basically the same after Abyss Watchers. So, if you have your shield out, you're going to run. He's going to dash through your body. If you want those souls, you can pick them up. You just run the risk of getting hit by the guy behind us. Big sad... giant soul if you want lightning and one other thing. I think it's lightning and simple infusions. You need that large giant coal or whatever. Anyway, this is also an Anya approved, Anya sanctioned Gangu. Lovely to see you. Anya approved, Anya sanctioned resting spot. If you want to sit, masturbate, talk, stripper dance. I don't know what the fuck people do anymore. Anyway, you don't have to pick up this item, and I probably should have cast Spook before doing that jump, but more Estus shards. Alright, so for this, we want to heal up. There's going to be fireballs coming from our left, fireballs coming from in front. Small guys can stagger. Fat guy just doesn't stagger with our melee attacks or rolling. See that big guy? He's kind of scary. He is scary. Power cleaning. Hell yeah. Getting drunk. Power cleaning. Cleaning your intestines or something. I don't know what people do anymore. And we're going to run in with the shield ring on. Janna is a cutie, that's for sure. Alright, we're going to dodge through all these things. That little blast can hurt you. If they slowly do it, Aldrich will not hurt you with the purple stuff. That's a spear, so we need to run around and then start smacking the body. We don't want to do more than 1500 damage. It's always going to spawn on the furthest corner away from you. Can you stop doing that, Skull, please? Oh, does it twice. We're going to latch onto the body. We're going to smack the torso. Ooh. Nice combo like that. Alright, so now it's going to go into phase 2. We're standing in the middle, so it should go to... Yeah, I don't know how to do that without getting hit once. Phase 2, it's going to spawn the twinklies. Alright. I refuse to fight phase 2 arrows. I just straight up refuse to do it. Ooh. Maybe in 3 years. Nah, I'm doing a tutorial video on how to do a deathless. Just follow my video. Oh my god. Alright. We use quite a bit of resources. I would recommend if you don't want to quit out, just homeward bone. As soon as you see that arrow go down, or I need to rinse out that bottle. Ugh. Gross. Alright, so now with this one you roll with it so that you can keep attacking the torso, but I didn't. You want to do less than $1,500. 1 second. Stand in the middle so you can see where they're going to be. Rude. You can 2-cycle, but I fucked up. Da, 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 da. Are you fucking kidding me? Bitch. Alright. Because we killed Aldic, we're going to be teleported to Dancer. We don't want to fight Dancer. So what I'm gonna do... yeah, I'm just gonna homeward bone. See ya, bitch. Brittany, bitch. Everything getting drunk to clean. Because you can hyper focus with that Balmer point. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to go back to Firelink Shrine. Sober you, power cleaning displays. You're done now, you. Stop putting creamer in my cup and switching to Bailey's. Hell yeah! Bailey's! Bailey's in a shoe. Alright, so we picked up some stuff. We can sell some stuff. We're gonna purchase some stuff. We don't really need anything else. I don't know why I bothered picking shit up. Whatever. I need more water. We're going to reinforce our Astus. Reinforce our Astus. No. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get water before we continue. I don't want to wait until the end of the game. H2O. Nah, I'm all about that H2O too. Just remember that when you reach 40, scaling drops off pretty fucking hard. So we're just gonna ignore. Oh well. I love you, Janna. Every time I see your name, my panties just get so wet. Alright. Glad you still like that one. Ah, you fucking kidding me? You're shooketh? I'm shooked. What can I sell? Sure.
Ashen one. Well, very
People
good.
haven't been claiming that lately. Kind of sad.
Farewell.
Gengu.
Mm,
Aya. Aya. Alright. Burb. Excuse you, Magnus. They're called cringe blades. Also, I don't have Horny Firekeeper mod on. Sorry. Sorry, Gengu. She's just regular Firekeeper. Feels bad, man. Yeah, wind blades are wind blades, man. They help me win. So we're gonna go back to Firelink Vort, the Boreal Valley. Gengu busted a nut. But it's no nut December. Okay, so for this one, because we didn't trigger the fog wall, we can actually run in. Aw, Gengu. That's a point of pride right there. So we're gonna aim, he's gonna stab, we're gonna swivel. Don't nut December. There we go, there we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to whip out our bad boy, Mr. Bleed. Then we're going to do Mr. This. I'm going to see if we can do Bleed. If we can't do it correctly, we're going to go to... we're going to go to Lightning. Bloodborne Deathless. I have to get a PS5. We want to roll. We're going to smack her leg. Huh? I fucked up. Bitch, fucking die, Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna make a tutorial video. I'm gonna make a tutorial video or just let people figure it out on their own. Hell no, Magnus. I'm not gonna let people figure it out on their own. I'm gonna carry her through all of the series. Bloodborne, Sekiro, Demon Souls. As soon as I get a PS5, everyone's gonna know how to do Deathless on everything. And then, once we've finally done any percent on all of the games, we're gonna do all bosses on all of the games. Hey Sinatra, lovely to see you. Hey German, you're a cutie. Thanks for claiming the Even Polka. Demon Souls is easiest no death? Yeah, that's true. Just go Sorcerer. Easy clap. Oh no, I fell to my death. My, the person I moved in with, he just bought his first house. Ooh, congratulations. But also, he likes to make his own beer. And he made a gingerbread beer. And it's very tasty. Pew pew your way to victory. Yeah. Yeah. Soul Spear and Soul Mass just do work. Wasted? Wasted? Flower Snout. So right now we're just doing a shopping spree. We're going to just pick up as many chunks as we can so that we can get to +9. I'll show you how to get +10, but the difference between +9 and +10 is so small. It's like saving you 3 hits overall for princes and Soul Cinder. So right now we should have 4. Thralls actually drop, have a chance to drop chunks. So I'm just gonna let this guy come at me, smack him once. If he drops a chunk, it's cool. If he doesn't, that's fine too. Alright. Thralls are not cute, Jenny. You shut the fuck up. Thrall, not Thrail. Thrall. Thrall. So there's a couple ways to go about this. You like a few X's. Why are you dating so many people? I thought you were married. Kappa pride. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna wait till he's right about there, then we're gonna pop one of these there spooks, and then we're gonna just run. 0 risk, all reward. Can someone ban the ever-loving shit out of do player ESP? Thank you, Sinatra. I love you. Sinatra, how have you been? It seems like we don't talk anymore. It makes me sad. Also, I don't stream anymore, but that's beside the point. I should be streaming more soon, now that I'm not in my hometown and surrounded by triggers for my PTSD. Alright, so we're going to pick up that one, we're going to put our shield up, we're going to dodge, we're going to go over here, we're going to dodge, we're going to go over here, we're going to dodge. It's going to be 2 crossbowmen and a fucking... And quick reminder, those crossbowmen can shoot through fucking walls in this area. For some reason, they decided that this whole section should just be able to be shot through. You can run up this armor. Rainy day here, enjoying it. Nice. I like rainy days. Until everything starts smelling like mildew. Alright, now we're going to go to the last bonfire. Alright, so we should be at 9. Yeah, okay, so we only need 1 more. And I know exactly where we're gonna find that one. So we're gonna pop this on. We're going to wait till he fires. We're gonna aim up. We're gonna huck it. How am I doing today? Today's actually pretty good. I moved over to Seattle last night. Well, basically where my computer is called home. So I moved. For all intents and purposes. We're gonna throw another one over here. We're gonna roll that firebomb in case it comes. There it did. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We're gonna keep running, running, running. You can actually run off the ledge and spam A! Oh, no. Sometimes you can like slide off the ledge and still grab it. Thank you. It feels nice to be moved. Get that pizza! Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Alright. So we're gonna drop down that just in case. We're gonna keep running. There can be a knight following us. He didn't. That's good. We're going to go up, 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 up. And then we're going to homeward to what's its place? Because here is the last chunk to get +9. So we're gonna go back to Firelink Shrine. And then we're going to talk to her, sell some stuff now.
Ashen 1.
I had pizza last night. I had a full family pizza in 2 meals. Alright, we have +9. We should be good to go, but we're peaches. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump our dump and level up our endurance.
Farewell, Ashen 1.
You don't have to level up anything past 20 vit, 20 endurance, 30 dex. You just don't need to level anymore. Anything beyond that is just peach strats. I went to the wrong Peepo pizza. Yum 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 yum. Hum yum. For some reason, my joystick, the visual thing that I have on the screen, I'm pointing at my other screen. For some reason, the app just won't work anymore. So I can't show you what I'm doing on my controller until I figure out what's wrong. Alright, so for this next fight, we can take that off. We can put these on. Magic damage. It doesn't have resistance to magic damage. I don't remember what else. I think it's like it takes the most damage from magic and human pine resin. I don't remember. I always just use magic against this one. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my rectangle. Shamika's power. Baby, my heart's on fire. Make sure we have the Lloyd's rings. We have stamina. We have Pontify ring. Don't really need that on. Let's see if we can get a little bit more armor going. We can get that on. We can do this. We can do... Nope, can't do that. 69.2%. Nice. All right. So we're just under 70%, so that means we still have a medium roll. Not a fast roll, but that's okay. Means we can take more damage for the first hit. And hopefully we don't get hit more than once consecutively. So what we're going to do is we're going to run in. Do it here. You know, walk over here, swivel around, and auto attack. Auto attack is gonna hit us. That's fine. We're gonna smack. That's less fine. Smack. Dodge. Wow. Yep. I was showing you what not to do. And that's being greedy. I was trying to punish attacks that I had no business trying to punish. That's alright. I have a cheat engine. I can give myself unlimited things. I'd just rather not. Why you all up in my grill? I wish I could listen to music. Whoa. Alright, so, 2.5 hours isn't too bad. It's probably going to be closer to 3 hours for the tutorial video, though. Damn. Depending on how many times I fuck up. Oh, what's important is you wait for that button to come back up, then you run over it, and then you run out. So you send it back down just in case you die. You can just go back in. Alright, so instead I'm just going to do this. What I was going to say is that, like, unlike other fights, you want to apply the resin in here, but yep. We're trying to bait out an attack. I was a little too successful. You actually want to be punishing that heavily. He's gonna do a slam attack. That's like a almost 300-degree attack. He's gonna follow it up. You can heal then. Always double heal. I don't know why I didn't. He's gonna shoot. Reminiscent of Iron Golem from Dark Souls 1. He's going to shoot. Okay, Anya. So slam, slam, up to one more. Walk around. Smack, 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 kill. So the angels can do 3 things. They can do a laser, they can do a huge ball of blah, meatballs, or the lots of meatballs. Little tiny goes bloop, 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 bloop. Sending down elevators, foreshadowing death. I just do it out of habit, not because I need to. So in order to others spend hours. It is what it is. Alright, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to see if I can do something really quick. Really, really, really quick. Alright, so we have some stuff, right? Hours, days, weeks. Finish thoughts first. So, in order to get this key, this item from this guy, he gives you swords. He gives you swords. Goddard's twin swords. He also drops a key. In order to get that key, in order to go through this door, you have to get that guy to spawn. For him to spawn, you have to have killed Yorm, Abyss Watchers, and Aldrich. I mean, obviously, you have to get past Abyss Watchers to get to Aldrich and Yorm, but them's the apples. You have to kill all 3 of them for that guy to spawn. So what we're going to do is we're going to whip out some rotten. We're going to whip out our green blossom, curb blossom. And then we're going to rush. And then we're going to wait for our stamina to come up. And then we're going to pump our dump into that bitch. Alright. We're going to put this back on. We're going to keep running. Now, hopefully, it poisoned the fucker. So when he teleports back in... Excuse me, sir? I'm gonna have to ask you to calm the fuck down. You can run past everything in this area. It's just, you're likely gonna get shot in the back by a spell. Sinatra and Streamer Alex, I have spent so much time in this game. There's a reason why it's a little easier for me than maybe other people. Just a little. I only have about 1,000 hours in this game now. So the reason why I used poison, the reason why I did as much damage as I possibly could is because I want to not have to deal with Crystal Sage. And the way to do that, apparently, is to have 40 decks. Can you fucking not? Jesus. 40 decks, Lloyds, Pontiferati, or Flynn's and Lloyd's, Pontiferati, Sharp Twin Blades. And you'll see just enough time. How much time?
for you as much time as you need.
Alright, so it died. It's gonna give us... Oh, no, it didn't. It's got like 2 HP left. Bop. Alright. So what you're trying to avoid is thralls, like that. You're also trying to avoid getting splooged on, because splooge slows you down. Slows you down, prevents you from rolling all the way across the sky. Ooh, ooh. Alright. See, Alex, I'm more of a... How do you put it? Pleaser? And not a be pleased? Yeah, that's how I view it, Sinatra. I love helping people out in this game. I love helping people learning how to swim, how to ski, how to hike, how to camp. I like sharing things with people because sometimes... Fucking idiot. Sometimes people just need someone to show them how to do something. Sometimes they were never exposed to that thing. They're bad because they've never done it before. If they've done it before and they're still bad, then that's on them. But all right. 1, 2, dodge. Yes. Alright, so once those thralls are dead, you can either run past them, quit out, you can throw Luring Skull, doesn't matter. This is an Anya approved, Anya sanctioned talking area all the way up to here. And well, technically all the way up to that statue, but it's just easier if you just stand here forever. Again, once the thralls are taken care of, either you quit out or you kill them. Or you run past them with a Luring Skull. That is another bone dust, so that we can once again increase our Estus Flask. Apparently to +8. Alright, so you can pick up this soul, and it is worth 20,000, but you can also get beaten to shit like that. Like that. Ooh, spicy. I fucked up. I didn't roll his hammer, and that meant I got hit. But that's okay. I can just sit down to the bonfire. This takes us to the beginning of the library. On the approved chat area. Take note. Yeah, people notepad for sure. Pick up. Oh, I have 94,000. Wow. I don't need them, but thanks for letting me know. Alright, so this next section, we're going to use the last of our Luring Skulls on some big baddies. Now, once again, this is a super peach route. Super, super peach. You do not need to be going around doing all that stuff. Now, if you're a casual player and you really don't like those 3 people that you were fighting, an easy way to go about doing that is to get a dexterity dagger. My game just minimized. Cool. Get a dexterity dagger, get the Hornet's Ring, max out as much damage as you can, crit damage, backstab damage, all that's damage. You sneak up behind the sorceress and you backstab her. You stab her in the back so hard, girl. And then you quit out, come back in, backstab the sword or shield guy, quit out, come back in, backstab the bow guy. Easy clap, easy lap. All right, I did not mean to do that. I meant to go back to yes, backstab. Yeah, they're annoying. They're really annoying. To get the Hornet's Ring, which increases your backstab damage, or I think it's critical chance or critical strike. Whatever it's called. When in doubt, quit out. Too true. Anyway, I was saying that in order to get the Hornet's Ring, you have to kill Gundyr, which means you have to kill Ocelot. Osiris.
Very well, then
Ocelot! Now honestly, killing those two bosses, really easy. Quite a bit of souls. But if you're not up to it, you don't have to, obviously. I'm gonna get 30 in the rest end of health. Whatever. I don't care anymore.
well, Ashen One may defeat.
I don't care what they say about me anyway. I don't care about Alright. Ocelot and Solid Gundyr. Nice. That's fuck. I was about to say Full Metal Alchemist reference. That is not a Full Metal Alchemist reference. Ah, shit. What's that series called again? God damn it. Ooh. Metal Gear. I knew it was Metal something. Thanks, Alex. Yikes. Oop. Don't do that. So you know how I said I wanted to get water? I think I just wanted to drink something. Because beer, not hydrating. Oh, look at her, she's so pretty. Look at those abs though. She needs to eat a little bit more though. Abs like that means you need to have a little bit more fat on your belly. Or less fat if you want it more chiseled, I guess. Alright, so for this area you can just kind of run. There's gonna be a couple of crossbows, so just kind of dip down over here. There's gonna be some guys, so we're just gonna throw a learning skull over there. Throw a learning skull over there. Why are you following me? I threw a skull. Yeah, dick. Alright, anyway, you can take this elevator. I should show you guys how to parry these. Parrying princes is just such a Chad move. It's actually not that hard. It's kind of like parrying Gundyr, just makes the fight really easy. So this is how you get to plus 10. I'm not gonna get it, but that item right there is plus 10. I'm gonna show you how to beat the game with plus 9, but that's plus 10 if you want it. Scary parry? Nah, it's not scary. Once again, it's about timing, visual cues, and all that. You can parry all of his attacks except his overhead slam. The one where he gets up and... Blah.
Jenny, you have a cute butt.
Alex has a cuter butt, but you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Yeah, if you fail that parry, you get hit. You get chunked. Chonky. Alright, so this damage is going to be a little more than y'all. Actually, no it's not. Fuck that. We're just gonna... Peace. Get HP sucked dry. Has a giant cube butt? Ooh. Oh, I see. Alright, so for this fight, we're just gonna gold pine resin. We're going to turn it on. We're gonna walk forward, spam it. We're going to lock on. We're gonna back up. We're gonna roll, roll, smack. Roll, under, smack, smack. Listen for the stuff. Roll at a 93. Dodge, smack, smack, dodge, dodge, smack. Walk under, I lied. Smack, smack. Alright, so I'm at a pillar, which is kind of a little troublesome. If the brothers land on some some chairs, they can cancel their attacks, which is very problematic. Dodge. He's gonna teleport. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Smack. Smack. Dodge. Smack. I could have gotten punished easily. Smack. 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 Easy. Just shove your face in their asshole, and you win. Roll towards them, or slightly to the right, or yeah. Roll towards or slightly to the right, counterclockwise around them, and that's how you beat them. You just smack them. Now I can make another video to show you their full move set, but kind of don't wanna, so I'm not gonna. Any caca-ers in the chat?
Ashen. Well, very well then.
Twin blades for the twins, yep.
I'll show you my twins.
Well, Ashen.
Don't worry about it. Alright, so we're just gonna buy stuff.
Ashen.
His balls. Ooh, caca, Magic? We don't have caca. It's like Booba, but looking down. So we're going to run over her. We're gonna walk at an angle, spam A. Did it work? Yeah, we're going to walk at an angle, spam A. Shit. These two you can do throne skips.
It saves 6 seconds.
Oh, god damn it. I forgot Aldrich. Booba looba. You can looba my booba. What? Oh. Oops. So when I beat Soul Cinder, I'll break down what you need and what you don't need. This is roughly the path that I intend for you to take. Items you grab, levels you grab, bosses in the order that you kill. Pants grab? Hell yeah. Alright, so we're going to whip out our little gold pine resin, we're going to whip out our little green blossom, and we're going to walk towards them. We're going to run towards them. We're going to have full stamina when we get to them, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to wait for them to attack. We're going to roll late. Roll a little late. Slam. Dodge. Could have followed that up, you didn't. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Smack. Dodge. Don't roll away from him like I just did, because that thrust can reach. Alright, so Scimitar. He attacks fast, he runs fast. Poisons. The flame cone He throws fireballs, and he imbues himself. All right, I'll make a video of all the attacks and how to address them later. Shit. Gorgeous new room. Who gave it to me, or allowed me to be in it? I'll check. I'm killing a booty here. Strafe can hit you. It's hard to strafe. Dodge that late. Dodge into him. What? Okay. Like normal. One punish. One attack, one punish. And that was a spear? I thought that was the hail. That's the hail. And then run. Or not. He's gonna attack. Dodge the grab. He can also kick. Alright, so that's the game. Pretty easy. You just kind of walk through the game, you smack him a couple times, and that's that. So, thanks. I don't know if you can even parry him at all. Bet he has a sexy roommate next door. Yeah, like 25 feet that way. Okay, so let's break it down. Me watching after the tutorial, total Giga Chad. Parry was patches. Oh, patched. I see. Okay, so for the most part, armor doesn't matter what you wear as long as you're below 70%. Shield, you don't need it. And it only blocks 89%, not even 69, not even 100%. Why bother? So you're really only using it on your back for stamina regen. Shield ring, you don't need it. It's kind of nice, but you don't need it. If you don't feel comfortable running past that NPC to pick up the ashes, just don't pick it up. It's not a big deal. You can kill the NPC. You can use a alluring skull on the NPC, but I feel like those alluring skulls are better put somewhere else. You don't need the Chloranthy ring. In fact, really, you only need the Lloyd's ring. Actually, technically, you only need the Lloyd's ring, sword ring, and the Pontus Rhoda. Everything else is just nice. Plus 9 is all you need. Technically, you could beat the game with plus 7. Technically, you can beat the game with plus 1, plus 0, rather. But plus 9 is cozy. You want to do it in base weapon. You want to wait until you can get it up to plus 4. Then you want to wait until you can get it to plus 7. Then you want to wait until you get plus 9. Roughly in the order that I demonstrated. Let's go to levels. So the first and foremost, Vigor is the easiest way to make this game super easy for Deathless. Super easy. Just pump it into Vigor. Get 20 Vigor from the beginning. Because getting 4 Dexterity, not going to do much until much later. Once we get past plus 7, once we get past 30 Dexterity, once we get plus the sharp gem, once you get that refined, that's when it starts taking off. That's when it starts doing a lot of damage. Before that, just pump it into health and endurance. I would say get it up to, I don't know, 18 vigor and 16 endurance, 18 endurance. And then once you get past Abyss Watchers, that's when you should start putting in more into dexterity. Actually, that's not true. Just before Abyss Watchers. You'll figure it out. So you can sell items, you can pick up items, sell items, you can kill lots of things, you can kill the stray demon above the Old Wolf of Farron's Covenant Shrine. You can kill the stray demon, the 2 fire demons. You can kill Old Demon King. He's really easy when you have a plus 7, even a plus 9 or a plus 7. You can kill Osiris, you can kill Gundyr. Those are pretty easy ways to get a lot of souls. You just giggled. Oh, I love you too. Oh shit, you're right. I am so sorry. We have to go back, guys. We have to level up to 69. We gotta end on a 69. I'm not close to New Game 69. I haven't done that progression yet. Let's put it into vigor, sure. Alright, so now that we're level 69, I usually end the game between level 64 and 64 and 72. Those are pretty comfy. That's a pretty comfy range for levels. Once again, you don't need to have Spook. It just makes it a lot easier. You can start Assassin's class, but like I said, after Abyss Watchers, there's no difference. It's just slight pathing changes. There's so many different ways to start out the game. Like once you get to the Undead Asylum, that's what it's called, where the Tree Balls is. There's 3 different ways you can go, technically 4. There's so much you can do. You don't have to pick up any. You don't have to pick up any single Estus shard. You don't have to pick up any bone dust. You don't have to pick up anything other than levels and souls or upgrade items, Titanite shards, and souls. Pretending doesn't know how to help me in DS2. So with that, I'm going to conclude the video at the very least. I'm going to keep streaming a little bit. But that's how you beat the game. Actually, I'm going to show you the difference between this and... so everything after this point doesn't matter. It's just I'm going to start playing Assassin's stuff, and then